What if the king of outdoor watches is about to flip the board and risk everything? Garmin is standing at a crossroads. And this time, it is not a small update. It is not a minor sensor tweak. It is a bold, high-stakes gamble that could split its most loyal fans right down the middle. For years, the rule of rugged adventure watches was simple. You wore a thick plastic block on your wrist. You accepted a screen that looked dull indoors but magically clear under harsh sunlight. You enjoyed insane battery life that stretched for weeks, and if you wanted the best version, you waited, not 1 month, not 3. You waited almost a full year for the Pro model to arrive with the features you actually wanted from day one. But now, leaks from inside Garmin's engineering circles suggest that the upcoming Fenix 9 is ready to destroy that old playbook. We are talking about a simultaneous launch of the standard Fenix 9 and the Fenix 9 Pro. We are talking about a brand new 43 Pro variant for smaller wrists. And most shocking of all, we are looking at a complete shift away from the legendary MIP display to rich, vibrant AMOLED screens across the lineup. If you thought Garmin would keep playing it safe just to protect its hardcore mountaineers and endurance runners, think again. This feels like a total reinvention. So let's break down every major leaked detail and understand what this really means for you. First, the move that could finally end years of frustration. The simultaneous launch strategy. For a long time, Garmin followed a pattern that many loyal users quietly hated. You would buy the brand new Fenix on release day, you would pay a premium price, you would feel proud, then about 11 months later, Garmin would release the Pro version. Same design, same base, but now with the upgraded sensors, extra features, and refinements that made the original feel incomplete. If you were an early buyer, you felt stuck. You either upgraded again and spent more money, or you lived with the feeling that you bought too soon. It created hesitation, it slowed upgrades, and it damaged trust. Now industry reports suggest a major shift. Garmin is preparing to launch both the Fenix 9 and the Fenix 9 Pro at the exact same time. No waiting game, no guessing, no hidden better version around the corner. This changes everything. On day one, you will see the full lineup. You check your budget, you compare features, you choose what fits your needs. Simple, clear, transparent. In my opinion, this is one of the smartest moves Garmin could make. It shows maturity, it shows confidence, and most importantly, it shows respect for the customer. Instead of forcing you into a cycle of regret, they are giving you control from the start. Now let's talk about something even more interesting, the 43 revolution. For many people, the Fenix has always been powerful but bulky. The standard 47 case works for larger wrists, but if you have smaller wrists, it can feel oversized. It can look heavy. During intense trail runs, it can bounce. During sleep tracking, it can feel uncomfortable. And in formal settings, it can look too aggressive. Until now, if you wanted full Pro features, you often had to accept a larger case. That trade-off kept many users away. The Fenix 9 Pro leaks suggest a dedicated 43 variant, and this is not just about making it smaller. It is about making it inclusive. It means athletes with smaller wrists can finally access the complete Pro feature set without compromise. Imagine having advanced GPS tracking, full mapping support, cutting-edge health metrics, and premium build quality in a size that actually fits your wrist properly. Whether you're climbing steep rock walls, running narrow forest trails, or wearing it with business clothes, the 43 Fenix 9 Pro could be the sweet spot many people have been waiting for. Personally, I think this could expand Garmin's audience in a big way. It removes a physical barrier that existed for years, and that is powerful. Now we come to the most controversial change of all, the display shift. The Fenix identity was deeply connected to MIP technology. Memory and pixel displays were not flashy, they were not colorful, but they were practical. The brighter the sun, the clearer the screen, and they used very little power. That is why Garmin could promise multi-week battery life without exaggeration. For ultra runners, for long-distance hikers, for explorers who spend days far from charging cables, MIP was not just a feature, it was a lifeline. But the leaks point to a full transition to AMOLED displays in the Fenix 9 lineup. AMOLED brings stunning visuals, deep blacks, bright colors, sharp maps, smooth animations, health stats that look modern and easy to read. Indoors, it looks like a premium smartphone screen. Even outdoors, modern AMOLED panels have improved a lot. From a lifestyle perspective, this move makes the Fenix feel more premium and more competitive with high-end smartwatches. But here is the tension. AMOLED usually consumes more power than MIP. Even with smart software and adaptive brightness, it is hard to match the legendary endurance of old Fenix models. For hardcore endurance users, this feels risky. Some may see it as evolution, others may see it as betrayal. In my honest opinion, this is Garmin's biggest gamble. They are betting that display quality and modern appeal matter more now than extreme battery numbers on paper. If they manage to balance battery optimization with AMOLED beauty, this could be a huge win. But if battery life drops too much, the backlash could be real. All current leaks point toward a late September launch window. That fits perfectly with Garmin's traditional autumn release cycle. Even code hints inside recent Garmin Connect updates suggest something big is coming. The question is simple. Is the Fenix 9 the ultimate evolution of an outdoor icon, or is Garmin risking its core identity to chase a new audience? If you like the video, subscribe, share the video, and hit the bell icon like that.